Happy New Year, beauty. Please excuse the background noise as my mic needs to be charged up. And I really wanted to get this video out. This is actually going to be a re-upload to my YouTube channel because I didn't realize that it was just too much background noise, and I didn't realize that part of the music was over my voice and you couldn't hear it. So in today's video, I'm going to be demoing the trend that went around on TikTok, the pink translucent powder, how to apply it on melanin skin. Now, I consider myself medium to tan, but any skin tone can rock this. Now, I do show in the video an alternative for my tan to deepest skin tone if you don't want to use like yellow banana powder, and also a palette that has another setting powder that will be good for just fair. But if my melanin beauties want to wear it, I suggest that you do not wear it all the way under your eye completely. You will look like a ghost. But you can use it to lighten up, like the peach, if you wanted to go with a lighter peach. So the pink translucent powder that I'm going to be using, of course, is the Morphe brightening pink powder. I'm going to be applying it with a flat foundation brush that I mixed with water. As you can see, I'm starting off by applying just a little at a time. You want to get that filtered look. That's how you would do it. You would not cake it on. I also did not bake, but as you can see, as I'm holding my eye down, I'm able to get into the creases under my eye. Do not freak out. You are human. You will get creases under your eye, okay? So don't freak out. You are human. So yeah, so how's everyone 2023 going so far? Me, myself, I'm dealing with a real horrible issue on my end. It just revealed to me the rose-colored glasses had fallen off, and I realized that the years that I put in for loving him, in the end, he never really loved me. And so I'm on this healing journey for myself, and it's time, I'm dealing with the heartbreak, but hey, we first forward. It just put a lot of things in perspective for me, and I'm just on this healing journey, and I will talk about that in a separate video because maybe this can help someone go through it that's going through it. And I would love to tell how I came out of it and the outcome for myself. It's sad and unfortunate that the only thing I have to show is out of this whole relationship, or the manipulation of a relationship, is 4 kids. But hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We live and we learn, and hopefully that I will be moving on to something. God has something greater for me. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so back to this here. As you can see, look how beautiful and smooth this came out to be when you are only applying a little at a time and you're not baking it. Me, myself, like I said, I keep a bottle of water that I mist my brushes on when I'm applying my foundation. My translucent powder. I think I will be continuing using that foundation brush to apply my translucent powder, as I love how it applies it and how well that it just have my translucent powder melt into my skin. So I didn't want to believe the rumor that Morphe had closed down closed down all of their standing stores, and I think they're going strictly online. Now, I am going to do a separate video on how I view the beauty industry as a makeup artist now, but buying from these brands and collaborating from small indie brands to buying brands, and how I view and how I see. As you can see right here, Makeup Revolution offers this peach. I will be demoing this one next. I'm excited about that because it's a real warm peach. And so I want to demo that and show an alternative, and hopefully I can get my daughter to be my model. As you can see right here, this is the palette that I was telling you guys about. That's the white I was telling you about. My daughter is like my skin tone, and applying it on her one day, it was not cute. So we had to go in with the pressed powder to tone it down, so it will apply completely white. So as you can see, I'm contouring my face, and y'all can see how I do that contour and all that. I do have a whole in-depth video further down if you want to scroll or you want to binge watch my videos. I would appreciate that. Also click that like button to like the video and subscribe to me as well, because there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be happening to this channel as I grow and evolve. So much has changed about me. Like I said, the end of 22 really, my heart was broken, but my vision was corrected. Let's just say that. So back to how I feel about the beauty industry, y'all. So much has changed with this industry. You know, with the rise of inflations and everything going on, of course, it wouldn't be any surprise that a lot of business doors are closing and they're going to a more cheaper route of just staying strictly online. Now, me, myself, I also am a brand, and I just refuse to open up a store, a boutique right now. Unless you buy the building, you're kind of safe. But if you don't and you're renting out these buildings, it's not going to be a good idea to have one. I also believe in pop-up shops. Like, you can have your whole warehouse and then just do a pop-up shop. That would be your best route. But trying to open up and stay a business right now, I wouldn't do it. Online is the best way. Plus, with that, you can cut out like a lot of the middlemen, which is sad and unfortunate because we all got to work and we all have to make a living. But if you are a small brand right now, launching online and then just having you like a warehouse or renting a storage would be your best route to go to at that moment. But anyway, back to brands like Morphe and them. I always felt like my biggest complaint about that was always feeling like they didn't want to work with smaller influencers like myself. You know, I'm a makeup artist, but I'm also an influencer. And I feel like when they work with the bigger influencers, what happened is once these people contract is over with, they don't have to promote you anymore. Versus if you always working with a small person that's climbing up, they're always going to have that gratitude. Now, don't get me wrong, the bigger influencers, you know, they get the collaborations. They're always going to be grateful, but they're going to go where the money resides, basically. And sometimes who they collaborate with isn't the best, but you know, the marketing has to be better. You know what I'm saying? The marketing has to stay. Once these bigger influencers start doing their own thing, they don't have time to promote any other. And it's no more than right. You see what I'm saying? So brands need to work with smaller influencers. You know, we would be grateful for the collaboration as well as, you know, wanting to promote the brand. You can kind of mold them into the vision that you want them to have. And, you know, if you're not going to do a collaboration with them, you can at least keep them on your PR to help you out. You understand? So that's where I see a lot of that goes. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes to when they decide to sell the company. You know, anybody can come along and tell you what they see for a vision. I'm gonna bring it into this, into that. Until then, when it's time, you know, you start noticing formula changes. You start knowing packaging changes. You know, and the worst thing to do is changing your formula, because once you change the formula to a certain product that's really, really good, and also once you discontinue a very popular product and you start putting out repetitive palettes, you know, because definitely some of the palettes are repetitive, people are going to lose interest because they don't really have nothing else to buy. So they move on to the next thing, and it causes the company to suffer. So listening to your consumers and keeping everything the same as the vision of the company could last. Now, I hope that Morphe decides to go into stores like Sephora or maybe JCPenney Beauty, you know, hit up some chains like Target and Walmart, because it's a really good brand. But they need to go back to the old fashioned Morphe, the beginning fashion, you know, the beginning Morphe or fashion. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm talking on and on, and maybe rebrand and relaunch and rethink from there. So that's all I have to say about that. But like I said, it's sad and unfortunate because we had really great brand that brought highlighters to the forefront. Becca, you had your OG brands that kind of kicked it off with the colorful palettes like Coastal Scents and BH Cosmetics. Now you don't hear anything of that, or they're all extinct. You also have, you know, like, like you don't hear too much about Tarte anymore. You don't hear too much, about any of these brands. So basically, if they will listen to their consumers, and get some suggestions from an actual, makeup artist, makeup lover, collaborate with some of these, we would see something different. Like I said, changing of formulas, changing of the vision is another thing that tears down, tears down a brand and completely not, completely, end up becoming extinct. So hopefully, my opinion on that, take what resonates or whatever, and y'all continue to watch the video. And I'm almost done. Anything that you want to know about, just leave a comment below. I really don't put product on there. I should, but I don't list it. But if you want to know, I'll be more than happy to tell you about it and give you some suggestions, as you can see. And I'll talk to y'all in another video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely follow me, because I want to share more on my journey of what happened to me in my life, and maybe this can help some young girls realize their worth and realize what can happen to you. And I definitely want to show y'all more of me on a lot of things I just don't want to talk about right now, but I definitely hope that y'all can be on my journey with me and be able to see it, especially if you're an OG. Especially if you're an OG, you'll definitely be like, yeah, I see this journey, I see the direction. So I'll talk to y'all in another video.
Don't gotta hurry, no, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love. Ride with me. Don't gotta worry for the both of us. I put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the name of love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry, no, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love. If you ride with me, don't gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the name of love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry, no, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love. For the both of us, I put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the name of love. When you ride with me, don't gotta worry when tomorrow comes. I put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry, no, 'cause we stay in control in the name of love. Ride with me, don't gotta worry for the both of us.